So I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are. I want to welcome all of you to SKTV. And maybe, I'd like to inform you that we are in conversation with another radio station from the southeast, and hopefully we'll be doing a test broadcast with them today. Hopefully,
Yeah, because I saw something that I was like confused. I said, "What going on?"
yeah. So we will be doing a text broadcast with them today. We
Okay,
tried.
that's great.
Everything was looking good. Hopefully, they will get connected very soon, so we can also include them in the conversation. But in the
That's
meantime,
great.
we want to encourage all our people to share the show. And if you are on YouTube, we want to encourage you to share the show with your friends. And of course, if you are on Facebook, please share the show. It's very
Quickly,
important.
quickly, a minute, please don't forget to send the link also to Lawrence because Lawrence is on my back to back.
I already sent it to his boss man.
Oh, okay. All right, I see. All right.
I sent it to Alaska already. But
Okay,
you
okay, that's great.
need to attention you close to him. I sent it to already, but let me see here. Yeah, so we want to encourage everybody to go ahead and share the show. As we got connected here to everybody. So maybe while we wait to get connected, why don't you just play a song, a TV song for a second, so we can use that time to share the show, because
Yes, I think that would be good. If you have it there, you can just put it through so that our viewers, while myself, I try to share the show.
All right, I'm doing that right now. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise of them. The work of my life without fear.
I live with my
Master.
Clay body so make on you. I can't ask you if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And yes, I know money. The more I get you. And you love me. The more I get you.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I couldn't play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I couldn't play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now ya to money. That's the TV. And I don't get it now. So she work on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The flesh, the time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather, Nima to Lufa. From Riverside, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, San to Bacalu. From Maryland, Bonk to the Maggie B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise of them. So welcome my life with Africa.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Clay body so make on you. I can't ask you if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamu. And you no money, and more I you. And you love
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia.
Maybe.
Yep. We are the best in Liberia. We are the best in Africa, and we're back after the break.
I'm still hearing myself. The vegetation thing.
No, yeah, go ahead. Sorry. When you meet it, or doing one or two things, so I got to put the phone a little bit loud. But go ahead. You getting me now?
Yeah, I can get you.
Okay.
So what's going on in Liberia, my friend? What's up? We got a lot going on today. We say where we headed as people, but as a nation. But do you know exactly more than me? How's the country and how are you doing? How's everything? Everybody. Well, I know there are a lot of news today all over the place.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Seku. And let me say good evening to all of our listeners and our viewers. Also, please, if you haven't yet shared the show, we are also encouraging you to please do that, because there are a lot of people also maybe they're just waiting for the link, maybe to just join sometime. They don't easily reach them, even though they follow, but sometimes when that light don't reach them, sometimes they don't follow. So please, we are advising all of you to please just share for us. So indeed, Seku, you are quite correct. Today there are a lot of things happening in Liberia, and for matter of fact, today is the 15th of April, and beginning on last evening, mind you, we were on the show when the fire incident happened on last evening with the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, Councillor Honorable Folanti Kofa, whom that got on fire last night, burned down, and indeed that was some of the major happening on last evening. But I'll be after daylight. We begin to receive a couple of information about what happening, and the councillor also right on his Facebook feed appreciating everybody for coming up, and in fact even including the former president, and that of the visit of the current president at his home. And also with that, after that fire incident situation and this morning and so on, with the bigger one coming from the CPP, my today, the CPP, or the Collaborating Political Party, made up the Liberty Party and now the ANC today, they have their major press conference on today, addressing some of the challenges, talking about their own party and so on, what will be ongoing moving forward and so on. So indeed, Liberia is a little bit politically charged, because mind you, we saw the CDC there also today. The CDC party chairman, Jan Kakwa, were also there on today. And that hurricane also that they attended that press conference of the CPP on today. So mind you, there are a lot of reactions as to what's going to be happening in the next couple of days of from now on. And also the government, as we approach the 100 days deliverable, there are a lot of things also that they are now trying to do, especially when it comes to the road. They are doing everything possible that no car hitch in the mud. So we are hearing information that between Nimba and that of Grand General County, their team are already been posted there to make sure that they get everything done on the road so that no car hitch in the mud. So far so good. Seku, these are some of the major happening. Maybe as we go along, there are other news. I mean, let me come along as we go about with our broadcast.
Well, no car hitch on any major freeway, on a major highway. That's what the president said. Any major highway. Now when they didn't say Dredu Nima or Dredu Harper Highway. He didn't say that. He said any major highway. So we are hoping that the president is now only working on Nimba and Dredu Highway. He's also working on all the other highway, Foya to Vanjama, whether it's from from Bapolu to Lofa County, whether it's River Sesh, from Grand Bassa all the way to Dredu. We hope those have been worked on too. I mean, we just hope that everywhere in the country is being worked on. Well, Melbourne, thank you for that update. I want to encourage all of us to share the show. Like I said today, we are trying to also do a test broadcast on one of the major radio station in the southeast from Dredu City, Grand Jide County. Hopefully, it will can get connected. We'll give you more detail because that station also covers most of the counties in the southeast. Talking about Sano, talking about Grand Jide, talking about Grand Cru, talking about River G, and it also is already also in Nimba County, and beyond that, is also being listened to from all the way in Africa, all the way in Tanzania, Ivory Coast. So Liberians around the world, if we have Truth FM, the biggest, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, the most listening or monitor radio station in the country. And we have other sister radio station connected to SKTV. I think that is a kudos to our hard-working members, behind the scene who are making things possible for SKTV to reach that far. That is a big. Man, you can't get voice of Jida. How can you call me? What you be using a station to? You now call me to tell me anything.
Yeah, I told you
please don't put on noise.
There are a lot of substances.
He used to be actually part of the show when I used to do show on the cell phone. So
Okay.
we have a station, you want us to be, really
Yeah, sometimes these are kind of a recommendation that you do. It's Prince M. Doba. Yeah, Doba, you're supposed to do the kind of a recommendation and tell, the signal is very, very easy to reach. So why will you keep the kind of information?
Yeah, so maybe let me just, at least it has been a minute.
Yeah.
Tell people they want to say where they're something from, but they can't do that one to me. But they can just come say hi to me. They can call tell me where they are.
Yeah. So you want to recognize a few of our viewers,
I
right?
just want to recognize a few people. At least I'll say
Yeah,
something.
at least,
Yen, Billboy Yen, welcome to SKTV. Samuel Hollywood and Valentin Precious, Roger Gibson, Orito Zina, Yvonne EO, and Mafik Bear Flomo, Gobla Zoe, Ernestine Burnett, and Agnes Goyen, Antoinette Gallo, Mustafa Balo, and Bayoga Joe. So we are getting connected to the folks in Dredu, Grand Jide County. So I know most of our people from the southeast that live in the diaspora. I know we're coming here most of it now because you know what?
She was there. I really.
You've heard, but there are people right there in the hinterland, and if this station covers Sano, Nimba, Grand Cru, Grand Jide, River G, I mean that's the big deal.
Yes,
And
he did the entire Southeast.
and guess what, Mabel? We did a text, broadcast today. It was so good.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, we did a text broadcast today. We didn't broadcast that on Facebook, but we were actually live on the radio.
Wow, good.
Yeah. So it is very, very exciting, and it's a good
Prince,
news.
Prince by late over there, you don't forgetting that.
No,
My Prince. You said that ever said Prince?
You say voice of Judah is in radio. Okay, no problem. We'll connect with you. We'll talk about it later.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, so
yes,
I want
indeed.
to say welcome, everybody. Jeremiah also carry on the last speaker,
Okay.
directly from Mississippi, street in
In Sano County, right?
County, and I also want to say Joseph Konto, welcome. My brother and friend Mohammed Enzadola, welcome. Henry Slebu, welcome. And Melo Kekula, welcome to SKTV. Let's see here. And the big man for that station over there is already carry, he must carry the same name, Seku.
Okay.
But his name is Seku Koroma, and I'm Seku Kene.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can bring Seku on here.
Eh,
So,
do remember that day? Yeah.
The men speak on Seku differently.
Okay.
So you can be mistaking me here. Because they may want to Seku that Koroma, that SK.
Yes, indeed.
That Kene, so they guy coming confused everybody right now.
So,
We're going to be taking now for SK.
So guess what? Seku, do you remember that day? Some of my colleagues here, they were wearing the white gown. I mistake, I forgot. So we went to a nearby place. I was telling them, I said, "Don't. What's your name?" The other person, man, is indicated no. Thinking people that get easily get money. Say money Seku. So I thought.
Anyway, Mr. Kuruma, thank you so much for joining SKTV today. No, we did a test broadcast today. It was looking really, really good. It was very much impressive. And while we are stay talking, we still having conversation. We decided to, why don't we just do a test broadcast today, at least from Dredu City, Grand Juda County. Mr. Kuruma, welcome to SKTV. And how are you doing?
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We'd like to appreciate you so much for being on our radio here in Zweju, Grand Juda County. It's an opportunity to have the SKTV on top. And as a matter of fact, while you are live here on Top FM, we also have the opportunity to go live from the top page on Top FM. So if anybody just try to touch Top FM, Top TV on Facebook, definitely you also see the SKTV live with this very video. So we'd like to say a very big thank you for this wonderful time. It's a fantastic thing, honestly, to be with you guys.
Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank you. Yeah. I know we're going to yes.
I know Mabel is excited for this information.
Yes. Because he's coming live from our home time. So I don't even know. I'm just so overwhelmed.
Mabel from Dredu?
Yeah, I'm from Grand Juda County.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
All the loves and people don't even know where I come from, but that's it. That I'm a county,
Yeah, so,
and that's where I am from.
Mr. Kromas, for those of followers and fans where we should are not aware of this station or this radio station, they have no idea about who you are. Can you just introduce this particular institution to our viewers so they can know the importance?
Oh, okay, all right. This is not the very first time for Top FM to collaborate with media institutions. We've been collaborating with the Freedom FM in Monrovia, but Freedom FM couldn't have some of these kind of deals that we had to go into. They wanted to provide scratch cards, gasoline, to join the team. It wasn't something. We worked alongside with Henry Costa before. There's a newly radio station coming to be established there in Monrovia called Blaze Radio. In fact, it's owned by one Gibson Jeru. I used to be on Gibson Jeru platform, the Blaze Radio, and we did a lot of work. Right now, we are working alongside with J. Rakumis, the Liberian pastors, evangelists. televangelist on Facebook. I mean, we're working with him. But the name of this institution is the Teach Our People Communications Incorporated. So if you look at the acronym TOP, TOP is Teach Our People. It means top. That's the acronym TOP. So it's Teach Our People Communications Incorporated, Top FM. We run the TV, we run the radio. So I shared something previously with you today when it comes to our signal, where we go and where we are. I think I did that. I will quickly do that again if I have the time to do it.
Sure.
Sometimes back, we have Internews. Internews is a partner to a lot of radio stations in Liberia. And Internews did a survey. At that time, we were in a continuum broadcasting from there. And I show you the building of Top FM, and thank God, I mean, we are no longer in the continuum. So if you look at this very carefully, you come to know that we broadcast from Zwedju, but then we have signals in Nimba County. We have signal there in Sino. We have signal in Riverview. We have signal heavily in Ivory Coast. So Maryland sometimes get our signal. That's why when you look a little bit down, you will see, Maryland getting our signal and some part of Grand Cruz getting a signal. For Zwedju City, Grand Jide County, we are almost in almost all of the areas. People get us in Konobo District. They get us in Putu District. They get us in BIE. They get us there in Boplo, Kavala, the 8th administrative district. They get us, and people contribute on the program. So yes, we also run the television. Went down due to the LACNY. The LACNY hit us, so we went down some times back. The TV came on in 2020. We had a 600 watts broadcast, traditional broadcast television. And so in 2022, we had a LACNY strike and they hit the antenna, but we weren't making much money from the television. Honestly speaking, it was a free to air. So how many persons coming to make, these kind of efforts to get the TV on? So we just lock it down. It's still on hold. So for the TV, it's not active, but the radio is very, very active. And yeah, Top FM is one of the biggest in the Southeast. A lot of people follow it. We run a lot of political show, human interest. Stories comes out, we discuss these issues, and then we do a lot of other things.
All right, thank you so much, Sekou Koroma. We appreciate that. Lawrence just joined us. That's the Radio Poma, 99.3, and now we have Top FM 105.3 in Zwedju City, Grand Jide County. We are on Radio Poma on 99.3 in Bon Mines, Bon County. And of course, the biggest of all, that's our Top FM 96.1. I want to say thank you to all of our partners and collaborators up there who are making it possible. Somebody say, somebody kind of misconstrue your comment when you say you work with Pastor Jerome Cummings, because some of them are somehow alleged to the name Cummings. They're telling you, stop fooling Cummings. I don't even know what that means. Maybe you kind of overheard that. Maybe you are,
I'm a bit confused. I don't even know what you're trying to say.
It means that Jerome Cummings, who is a pastor, on Sunday, he uses the platform to air his program that you always have on Sunday. That's what he was saying. But he's not saying he got nothing to do with Electoral Commission or ANC or what have you. You see, that's how some people are politically charged until somehow they lose their sense of understanding when they hear any name. But it is what it is. We got to, accept all of these people among us. So, Lawrence, welcome, my man. What's going on in Bon Mines and also part of our country?
Well, we're okay, Mr. Kane. Thank you very much for the show. We're okay in this part of Bon County, especially lower end. Just to add on to what you were saying, when it comes to the issue of community radio in Liberia, there are challenging lot of challenges that we face, especially when it comes to the community radio, because there are a lot of people living in the community will not be friendly probably with the person who opened the radio station. So people who are working there, they will always have to be very careful, because the other people in the community will be giving misleading information to one another. Even our institution here, on a daily basis, I was just alleged of Corridor or Johnny Bay office with with some citizens of the district. I don't even know Johnny Bay. I only saw his picture when he came to Beaumont to run a campaign. Johnny Bay don't even know me. He even called my needle. Probably maybe he saw it on Facebook. But somebody was saying they saw me with Johnny. They saw me Johnny Bay office. So I just started laughing. I said they wanted. so these are the challenges we face at Melbourne. It's not easy. Once the people live in the community.
Yeah, thank you so
And
much.
they
So
are not there. Yeah.
Maybe wanted to welcome our guys.
Yeah.
From Jersey City. So maybe I mean, what say you? I think this is a great development.
Yes, indeed.
no.
Thank you. Even though Lawrence, I have to rescue Lawrence, but anyway, welcome Lawrence.
Oh, you gotta rescue Lawrence?
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Maybe thank you for rescuing me. You gotta rescue me today.
Yeah, so welcome.
But Alaska will pay fine.
Seriously, the person we are gonna pay from. But anyway, thank you, my brother. Is that Sheku? Is that Sheku, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, this is Sheku.
Okay, Sheku.
I don't want to be different from I just want to be different from SK. He's a
Oh, okay, no wonder. I see you. All right.
In fact, I let the fact that the Mempo LS between your names.
I see.
People will not say that SK, I know SK. Yeah. So
Yes.
man, you're smart, man.
No, actually, that's good. The only thing now is the way you see beneath my name there. That's how we just want you to just do your little tip on it and tell all that yes, indeed, this is the Top FM for Swedju.
Oh,
Then
yes,
we know.
definitely.
Yes, yeah.
Quickly.
So I want to say welcome, welcome indeed to this unique family. I don't even know what to say, but I'm just overwhelmed. Thank God, especially about this kind of time why the county sport mean is also ongoing, and we'll be hearing news from our people back home. Also, so I want to say that's a great opportunity. Thanks to the team and the management, and also the team of SKTV for a job, wonderful job and done, because actually they've been been thinking about all of these things for a very long time to see how best that's when the community radio station can come up, and be part, in developing Liberia and bringing all of the discussions, things that are affecting our country. So thank you. I'm so happy hearing from you from back home. I'm a son of the soil. I hear from Grand Jada from Putu. Yeah, in fact, from Putu to Master. Yeah,
I know. My man.
Yeah.
My man, I whole side
So-
of the Panama region.
so what
I
happened?
CBR, my man.
So my
Oh,
brother,
ECBR.
sometime. Yeah, but you're not gonna love it, baby.
Lauren, you gotta be allowed Melbourne to finish his talk.
Yeah, man. Let me just want to call everything off. By the way, my brother, welcome. Let's keep the ball rolling. On this platform. Maybe as time go by, our CEO will tell you most of the thing. It just got get strong back like our CEO. That's the only way. Don't forget it. And you see some of the comments that come in. That's it. That's how we work and that's how we move. So thank you so much.
I used to it. There will be a lot of things that would come up, and I'm just used to it. Sometimes to tell you all kinds of things.
So yes, indeed. Those of you who have shared the show already, I want to say thank you. If you haven't done so, we want to encourage you to share the show. Just in case you missed it, we have 3 important radio stations carrying SKTV live at the moment. That's what you just missed. But if you just got here, we will let to inform you that we are on our usual platforms. We are on Truth FM 96.1. We are on Radio Former in Bon County, 99.3 FM. Also, we are now on Top FM and TV in Zwedu City, Grand Julia County. pretty much SKTV don't just focus on what you see on the social media platforms, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or whether it's Twitter. We are being followed and listened to by thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. Moravia alone get more than 800,000, about 1 million. And then we have in Bon County, in Grand Cape Mount, in Bomi, as well as Bapolu County, their radio format. And now we're talking about Grand Juda County, Sano, River G, and River G, where else? And the Grand Crew as well. And all the way in, we pass Labrador now, we're already in Ivory Coast, covering the Danane area. So you must know now, if you are Liberians anywhere around the world, you are being monitored and listened to by Liberians around the world. Facebook covered the entire universe. YouTube, Twitter. Now we can cover every corner in the hinterland of Liberia, then we are happy. We are great. And this wouldn't have been possible without the support. And I want you to know, I know some of you can be happy right now. Oh, SKTV in my own country now, in my own district, my own village. These things are cost incentive. It's not just easy, to be honest with you. It's not easy. The people that own the radio station, they don't charge us. You got to pay this much. But we too supposed to be smart enough to show that they're not people they can put in the gas in the car yeah, you got to understand that. So the support can be asking few people for is not easy. You should let's intensify the support. It's good, At the end of the day, some of you that got businesses in Liberia or anywhere around the world, you want us to help you advertise your business, talk about your business, you have wedding coming up, anything you got going on. It will be not going to be on SKT, but it will be on local radio station in the entire country. So whatever you got going on, you got issue, let's say somebody grip your daughter, whatever, or your person is somewhere in the village there, they don't want anybody to talk about it, our radio crew people will go there. They will talk about it. As a matter of fact, we're having conversation. Most of the counties where we have correspondents and reporters, they're going to be carrying most of these, game, live. So these are great development, but we have to, help in the process. Javier, I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to encourage you to share the show. Today we are very, very happy. We are excited that we are having 3 major radio stations carrying SKTV around the country. We've been monitoring the entire Liberia and beyond. That is a plus. So today, let me say yesterday. Yesterday, I briefly talked about Senator Prince Johnson being in the news, but we never had time to elaborate or to expand on it. So today we might get there, but if we don't get there, then that's okay, because it's serious, it's big, and it's something that we have to be very, very careful about. Yeah, so it also has something to do with the establishment of war and economic crimes court in Liberia. However, Alexander Cummings and the CPP, they were in the news today, and they are in the news currently. The news is trending, it's going everywhere. As I listen to the CPP former chairman, because I've learned that the CPP were drawing down the curtain today, which means the CPP will cease to exist as a collaboration, notwithstanding all the all other institutions that form part of the CPP establishment continuing to exist. That is the ANC and the Liberty Party. And the good thing is, none of those parties were dissolved as a result of coming together as a collaboration. And we also know that Chairman Musa Belete and Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence, they both have some issues and they have some followers and they have some, for the most part, Chairman Musa Belete was the chairman of the CPP of the CPP of the what you call it, the Liberty Party, and they had some back and forth among themselves. Hopefully, they will use this time. Yomli Kanga Lawrence and Musa Belete will use this time to bring back their party together and have some, have some peace among themselves, and hopefully, those people who actually fought Alexander B. Cummings for being part of a collaboration as opposed to going by themselves at ANC, I hope those people too will use this opportunity to uplift and grow the ANC, make ANC more vibrant and an actionable political institution that can also be felt in Liberia. So I didn't listen to the program entirely because we only hear it like everybody else. SKTV was not informed, was not invited to form part of there. And evident to that, some of our reporters that made it there on their own, they were not recognized, they were not given the due courtesy, they were not given, they were not recognized. And they were even told that SKT was not invited. So, and that information gonna reach our SKTV group chat, and people were disturbed by that. And I was informed that yes, that's exactly what happened. Hopefully, we will pray that moving forward, whether it's ANC, whether Liberty Party, whether CDC, or any other major political institutions in Liberia, whenever you have something going on, we are available to be a part and to share your information with the public, both nationally and internationally. Yes, so I want to say thank you to everybody. We experienced this before. If you can remember, when the ANC were having the program in Grand Bassa County, we sent correspondent there, and it was agreed upon that journalists that were going to cover the program, that they were going together. So our reporters, the reporters went to where all the journalists, gathered, and they were getting prepared to go and cover the program in Grand Bassa County. The media team of the CPP told our reporter that SKTV was not invited, simply because the person that was responsible to give, I think they were giving all of them $20 or $50. I'm not sure, $20. I'm not sure how much, but it was kind of a new amount, because I didn't want to give our reporters, any portion of that money that they were sharing among journalists. He said, you guys were not invited. On the other side, people are bidding on us, calling us Comics TV, CPP TV, ANC TV, but at the same time, people within there telling our reporters that we did not invite you.
And that's the frustrating thing about everything that you're just saying.
or whatever, what have you. But we try to be quiet on those things because we don't want to be like a crybaby. They're not being the one doing stuff for us. Our followers, our supporters, our friends being taken care of us, and before then we have been taking care of ourselves. Throughout for the past, 6-7 years we've been around. So whether they say they recognize all, they don't recognize all that they're poor Monikati, we don't care. All we do is to report and give information that's needed to the Liberian people. Yeah, Tiola, I will tell you the person. I even reported to I reported the information to the chairman at the time, Musa Belete, and he was so devastated. He was like, Sekou, some of these things are not done, by us, from the top. But some people to do some of this. Yeah, it happened. It happened. I will call the person. I don't want to call the person name here on air, but that person was the person heading the media team. Yeah, the person that was taking care of the media people. So we were not invited. And today too, some of reporters that went to the program today too, he was so devastated because day before yesterday, he planned to go here. Other two of them, they plan to go to other area, to go do some coverage and stuff like that. So I sent them, transportation and some data to go and do the coverage. But while they were doing that, when they heard that, the CPP were having press conference, so he rushed, getting, spending the little money he had in your pocket, to go to the program. And then also the data that we sent to him, going to use that data to cover the program. So to him, like other journalists that went there, they were compensated at least for covering the process. He thought, or they thought they were going to actually be compensated too, at least getting transportation, because he spent money to go there and use the data and everything to cover it. So only to be told that my man, SKTV were not invited. So he put a frustration on me. He said, but small money guy, being you go for that. But small money guy for transportation. I didn't even know what's going on. I didn't know why it happened. I just saw the warning and the complaint, on the forum. So I try to pacify, the people. Don't worry about that. We don't work for CPP. We don't work for ANC. We don't work for, Yeah, that was so wrong that they did it to him. But, we told them to forget about that shooting. So this is to say, those people who can come and judge us based on their gut feeling, based on their own perception, based on hearsay, or based on jealousy or envy, attaching us. Nobody could have imagined that during the election of 2023 that SKTV will be told by anybody for that matter, because nobody in Liberia will say they were not following SKTV. We carry pretty much every aspect of the election, of electoral process. So for somebody to say we don't recognize SKTV as a function of CPP, when we were being labeled as Kumi station, ANC station, CPP station, and when their leaders from Komish to Musa and to most of the key players, Wishno, all the PB people that in CPP were using SKTV to carry their message all the time. For somebody within that arrangement to say SKTV is not recognized, it's not. You say SKTV. You know what they say? If I told the guy, we'll be doing the trip to Grand Basel, SKTV is now on our media listing. Are you kidding me? Yes, that's what the guy told them. SKTV is not on our media listing. Yeah. They have some funny, platform there.
Yes.
Watch them.
Mhm.
They were on the listing. But SKTV was not on the media listing. That's what he said. So,
yes.
go
Maybe,
ahead.
so thank you for that. Actually, these are some of the things that media or journalists really go through. I know that, mind you, though, they have, like you already saying, they have some small online platforms and so on. But it's not the kind of media platform that almost all of your hurricane they've been using, back to back. And even if the person was not invited, as you claim, or as they claim, right? They should be able to look at, okay, SKTV, right? But they come.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't send communication out to you people, but you've still made out your way to come. That I don't tell us that, in fact, you people really want to cover our stories. But to treat the platform the way they did, like you just read all this, why myself I'm passing through with that, but actually I felt frustrated when the guy was talking about it, and it's just bad. But thank God that you said, thank God that some of the people out there today who know every time when Baton is said on the radio, they call you the other person, the other group of people, and you just pick him, you are just dividing things. By the time you talk on the radio, they call you Kumi, they call you CDC, they call you, they call you this, they call you that. It's wrong. We are just doing a piece of work. And you're hearing from our boss today, right?
So
what happened?
When are you going to be going to the
yes, we have 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes coming out to 7 o'clock, and at 7 we're going to go for the news bulletin. After that,
so
we're going to
with Lawrence. Hopefully, the guys from Zredo will make their way back. Today is just the test broadcast. We're going to fix some little problem here and there from the start until we can get properly adjusted, and then we will make sure everything is good. So, but maybe what did you get? What did you take away from the conference, by the press conference by the CPP today?
Really, if I want to chip in on that, man, I won't end, but because of the time, but maybe you and the other people, you can continue, and when I come back after the news bulletin, I will tell you my own or take on the conference or the press conference, and so on. So thank you so much for that question, but no time now for that for me.
All right, no problem. When you come back, the question still stands.
Okay, good.
When we come back, you can. Lawrence, I don't know whether you follow the press conference of the CPP today. It's not going to be. Hold on. They will not do it. So I'm getting that. Yeah. So whatever that is, Mabo is doing, I think that thing, they want to can make us to have feedbacks, but hopefully you will get it together when he comes back. So I wonder, would you listen to the program today, the press conference by the CPP? If not, we'll try to play it. If you listen to it, what's your takeaway? And if you did not, do you want us to play it?
Yeah, Mr. Kane, I want to play it for the listeners because today we've been busy. Just my friends and my colleagues are staying in the field because we were soliciting views of the citizens when it comes to the issue of the World Economic Crime Code. What are they thinking about? What are those important things that they will benefit from? So we're in the field today. My colleagues are staying in the field. We're not able to follow the press conference as well. So I think it will be better for you to play for our people this way to follow you as well.
So we're going to play not all of it, but we'll play a part of it. Hopefully, the part that Mr. Cummings was actually speaking. Let me see here. Yeah, there was an area where Mr. Cummings was speaking. I'm trying to find that. Let me see. Let me do this right here. so I can find that particular. Oh, well, while we do that, let me. Maybe somebody will say, "Don't talk about that right now. Let's talk about that later on." We have everybody's is here. CDC press conference. Yeah. So, okay. Let's listen to this one.
Has come to its natural end. Leave it to the woman to bring sentiment and humanity to politics. But I will let you know that I'm quite sentimental about the CPP because it started, some parts of it, in the living room of my late father, Councilor Charles Walker Brumsted. In 20, when the framework document was signed, he had passed away and was unable to be a part of what I believe was one of the greatest political makeups in our country's history. I liked when my chairman, I will call him my chairman, from the CDC, because we are all up, said that CPP campaigned even higher against CDC than UP. I turned to my political leader, I said, that's a compliment. Because it spoke and it speaks to what CPP was made of. And it wasn't to attack the ruling administration, but it was to ensure policy was followed. It was to ensure good governance. It was to ensure critical engagement. This is what CPP stood for. This is what we stand for today, even as we come to an end. We know that CPP undeniably was one of the greatest institutions, and we know the men and women that CPP put into power that govern us today. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize my own chairman, a formidable, dynamic representative who CPP helped bring to the full chairman. I want to thank, first of all, Chairman Ability and Liberty Party to take the bold step to do what I always tell young men and women to do. Bet on yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in a better Liberia. Take a risk. Chairman Ability, the executive leaders, and the partisans of Liberty Party, thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for telling me I could do it. And to Mr. Cummings and the ANC, thank you for believing in me. And when I say me, it's for believing in the woman that I am, believing in someone who represents still the youthful population, believing in an entrepreneur, someone who runs their own business, believing in a lawyer, believing in someone who is willing to shake the table and cause trouble sometimes. Mr. Cummings, Senator, we are troublemakers. Councilor Yakula, you are a troublemaker. I want us, the young people who hear my voice today, to know it is okay to be good, constructive troublemakers. Trouble the water. This is what CPP did. Liberty Party, all of the collaboration of the opposition institutions will do. And when we trouble the water, we are constructively troubling the water. We are not causing unnecessary confusion. We are telling our leaders to take a look at their policies, to take a look at their engagement, to take a look at the young people who are emulating them, to make sure that they put Liberia first. I want you all to know from an administrative perspective that the framework document ended April 10th. Our constitution, our framework document requires that this collaboration ends 6 months after election. We are people who believe in the rule of law, so as of April 10th, the collaboration ended. But we welcome you all today to make this announcement public. I want to close by saying what everyone who spoke before me said. The importance of we must not be afraid. We must speak truth to power. We must stand for what we believe in. I encourage the ruling administration and President Boycott to engage with the opposition. For me, I always in opposition. For 12 years, Liberty Party, led by Councillor Charles Bromskin, was one of the most robust and constructive opposition parties. So for us, we wear it all with honor. We don't shy away from the term opposition because we understand that in our political dispensation, the political dynamic, opposition parties, opposition politicians are in many respects more important than the ruling party. Yes. And the Liberian people must get to know this. And the young people who are disappointed today because your party, your Senate bearer was not elected. This is your opportunity now to hold the administration's feet to the fire. The change that you wanted, that you were not able to get, you can still be that change. I want to also recognize and sympathize with the Speaker of the House, Councillor Puka. He is a founding member, or was a founding member of the Liberty Party, so we stand with him and we pray for him. Lastly, this is my first time speaking publicly since the election, so we've not had an opportunity to congratulate President Boycott and Vice President Jeremiah Puli. We congratulate you today. We reiterate our willingness to constructively engage. Mr. Cummings, Big Brother, Chairman, Relative. Oh my goodness. How can I leave here without saying something to my campaign chair, Mr. LB, and everyone around the table? Thank you. Thank you for standing firm, Mr. Cummings. Thank you, Chairman Billington, for being a man of your word and making sure that our collaboration stood. Thank you, Mr. Brown, for always inspiring us. CPP remains the greatest in our history. We go forward as Liberty Party, as AMC, constructively working with all of the willing opposition. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Political Leader. We are about to call on the leader of the CPP. But let me state that as he closes his special statement, we will be having a moment of silence for the late Senator Daniel Letain, who passed away during the process of this election. The national chairman and Senate bearer have asked me to make that announcement as the Senate bearer or political leader will be closing his remark. The JCPP is the greatest political vehicle ever in the history of our country. It is good to take risks and put Liberia first. And CPP believe in the rule of law. These are few movements from the statement of the deputy political leader. Without much ado, I am very pleased to call to the stage for a very special statement as we wrap up this press conference, the political leader of the CPP and standard bearer of the ANC, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings, for the closing statement. Let us say please as we welcome you.
Thank you. Please have a seat. Thank you. So our distinguished VSB, Councillor Charlie M. Bronskin, Chairman Musa Hassan Bilete, and the leadership of the CPP and LP, the Chairman Lafayette Gould and the leadership of the Alternative National Congress, the ANC, our distinguished legislators, the leadership of all the representative political parties here. Councillor Bongo, my age mate, as he described me, us, the leadership of the CDC, the NPP, the LPP, Vote, Transformation Party. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Thank you for your presence here today, and apologies if I left any party out. To partisans, supporters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there is no better place to start than to thank the leaders, partisans of the two political parties, the ANC and the Liberty Party. I want to thank Musa, you and your leadership team for your unwavering support. The support of Musa, Wadi, and others went back to the trial, the court case. And I want to acknowledge them for standing steadfast with me all through that process. I also want to thank the people of Liberia from the bottom of my heart for allowing us into their homes and into their lives. We will never forget the welcoming spirit of our people and their pleas for change in the conditions of their lives and communities. Publicly speaking for the first time since the inauguration, I once again want to congratulate President Boykai on his election and former President Weah on his concession. Liberia's democracy is in a better place thanks to the important contributions. It is upon all Liberians to continue to strengthen our democracy with responsible leadership and dutiful citizenship. Obviously, we did as we had hoped, but we did not lose our principles as some had thought and hoped we would. We dared to be honorable, even though we were sometimes entrapped by dishonor. We showed that as leaders, we can keep promises we make to the Liberian people, regardless of the difficulties we are likely to face. We showed that our politics can be honorable and that we can and must work with all Liberians across our differences in tribe, religion, gender, and party affiliation for inclusive development of our country. This was the essence of our collaboration and the reason for forming the CPP. And although we did not win the 2023 presidential election, we had legislative successes in both 2020 when I chaired the CPP and in 2023. And we should acknowledge and be proud of those victories. The journey was not easy. Along the way, interest conflicted, treachery unfolded. But keeping our promise to the Liberian people meant more to us than simply mastering the vices of our politics. We promised we would be different, and we dared to be different, always choosing to stand taller as others try to put us down. Change is hard. It will not happen overnight. But I am convinced today, as I was back then working with others to establish the CPP, that change will come to Liberia. Liberia is simply too rich for Liberians to continue to be so poor. We are too connected, desiring opportunities to care for ourselves and our families, to continue to be so divided by tribe, religion, gender, and political parties. Our system of justice does not have to continue to make it tougher on victims and easier on criminals. Everyone, big or small, rich or poor, man or woman, can be made equal and equally answerable to our laws. Corruption does not have to continue to be the pathway to success and prosperity in Liberia. The government does not have and should not continue to be the biggest employer, so that our individual and group principles are continuously compromised and determined by our quest for government jobs. We can and must act more meaningfully to stop the explosive drug epidemic ongoing in our country that is killing our children and undermining the future of Liberia. Of course, we can do more to improve our schools and hospitals so that our children can compete for jobs at home and globally. Liberians do not have to continue to die from preventable and treatable illnesses. We can provide basic services to our people so that wherever one chooses to live in Liberia, they can experience living in the 21st century like everyone else. We can negotiate better deals for our country so that our natural resources actually benefit our people rather than only a few of our leaders. As leaders and citizens, we can all do more to be law-abiding and to respect and care for each other. The truth of our country today is that into the 177th year since we declared our independence, we are still far from the nation we are capable of becoming. But I am still hopeful, very hopeful. I'm hopeful that we will put our country over party and our natural interest over self-interest. I'm hopeful that we will commit to changing not only the financial conditions of government officials and their families, but also the economic and social conditions of the Liberian people. I'm hopeful that we will stop dividing our people and unite our nation. As the CPP draws the curtain down today, this is my hope for our country. This is my hope for our people. And therefore, I will continue to be engaged and involved in espousing these hopes, holding the UP-led government to account, and collaborating with all Liberians in pursuit of these hopes that I have for our country, Liberia. Let me close by reminding Liberians, as I've said for the last 6-7 years, we cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. If we want Liberia to change, we have to do many things differently in our private lives, in our public lives, and certainly in the leadership of our country. Liberians deserve better. Liberia deserves better. I thank you.
So I want to say thank you to all of you for following and listening to SKTV. That was Mr. Alexander Benedict Commish, the standard bearer and political leader of the Alternative National Congress, the ANC, former standard bearer of the CPP. I think there was a lot of news. There was a lot of news made. There was a lot of breaking news. First and foremost, before we continue, we want to say welcome to Steve. Steve, welcome. So, Steve, as you can see on the screen, you can see Sekou over there of Top FM in Dredu City, Grand Julia County. We have Johnson Mayborn Kula and Lawrence that you're already familiar with. So, my first takeaway, I think this is more about opposition unity than opposition division. Because to have invited and be present at this program, it means that they have been talking more, doing more in the back than we just saw on the spotlight. Tiawan Gonglo was present. Liberty Party present. Vote present. CDC present. ALP present. If you have eye to see, if you have ear to listen, if you are Joseph Boakai or Joseph Boakai government, that should be a concern. And the reason why they carry on this function was to make sure that they abide by the rule, their own rule. But it doesn't mean that they are going away. In fact, they are bringing more people on board. I'm seeing opposition unity. And those of you who are, somehow against certain people simply because you have a government in power, with unity, nothing is impossible. If these opposition grouping can unite, there's nothing they cannot do. So this is a good start from their end. But Steve, and I know you just came in. I'm not sure whether you actually follow the entire speech in the process. But what is your takeaway? I know you are at work, so you're not going to be here for the longest. So we will continue the conversation among ourselves here. And also to inform you that we used to be on one radio station, Truth FM. Now we are on 3 radio stations. Truth FM, radio format, Top FM. Pretty much we are in the entire country. What a news. What a good day. What a development. I'm excited. But what say you when it comes to this press conference, Steve?
Well, first of all, I want to say, as always, thank God for a new week. Thanks to everyone. I listened to our brother Sheku, who joined us from, I think, Grand Jida. I want to say welcome. For those of you who might be asking for Monk, As always, as professional, Monk put in an excuse for today. He will not be with us, so you might not hear his take or his voice. Um, to Monk and to Lawrence, you already know what time it is. Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks to the leadership of these different institutions that are relaying the program daily. You know, we are quite aware about the challenges that you guys have. Challenges, above and beyond some of your controls. Sometimes you are threatened, your families, especially for those of you who are on ground. When we start to have some of these thought-provoking, um, holding accountable some of these governments or officials or leaders, it can be difficult. We're quite aware of that. But thank you for your sacrifices. Um, as always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. But most importantly, the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. I can see Laura shining her face when it comes to that part. You know what time it is. The man just looking straight in the camera. Yeah, you know what the man like that is it. Maybe you part don't hire your face. You already married man. Lead out of conversation. But let's get to the issue. Let's get to the issue. I want to piggyback on what Sekou said. Normally, people don't have these kind of gatherings with other people coming around for them to officially dissolve an institution or a group. It does not make any sense. It's not a normal thing for people to do. The fact, the fact that you saw people who you probably did not expect to see, or political parties news you did not expect to hear, I would be very concerned if I were in the Unity Party led government or if I were part of the ruling party. I would be very concerned. Very, 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 very concerned. The Unity Party came to power today, whether you want to give credit or not, due to the CPP. The senators means that you are hearing whether it's Prince Moi, whether it's Yomli Kanga Lawrence, whether it's Senator Darius Dillon. These key players, go check the neck, go check the records. They are senators today, God first, because of the CPP. They all won under the banner of the CPP. So this is critically important. Now, and some of you might be making for, the CPP, we told you on the CPP, and the 1% or whatever it is. Well, what you don't know in your myopic thinking, in your politically driven thinking, is yes, there will be no more CPP on the ballot box come 2029. But it is not the title that makes the move, that the human being name. Imagine a CDC, an ALP, or Tiawan Gonglo, a Liberty Party, amalgamating forces, in other words, they're coming together. Do you really think the Unity Party or anybody really stands a chance?
No.
It is practically impossible. So for those of you who are celebrating temporarily, and I listened to Mr. Alexander Cummings very, very carefully. Mr. Alexander Cummings confirmed what we said on SKTV, I think on Saturday, that Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings is still interested in the presidency of Liberia. So if you were thinking that you will run around, 1%, guess what? The CPP or 1%, ANC were not 1%, Liberty Party were not 1%. What you don't understand from a net perspective and from a numbers standpoint, these parties are standing alone now. So that whole 1% story that is down as of the 10th. So Mr. Alexander Cummings has said he will be around to hold the Unity Party government feet to the fire. He's now holding the Unity Party government feet to the fire because he won't be pastor in the church. No, that's why he's doing it for. You're here today, and that religious contest is coming on. So I wouldn't be surprised if these parties start to work together to hold the government feet to fire. So, and you said something that was very striking and very important that people are not paying attention to. Tiawan Gongona just wake up one day and decided that he will come to the closing or the CPP ceremony. No, that's not true. They had conversations over conversations. And that conversation led in, okay, we'll close the CPP. What is the new chapter? the question I'm asking now is, what is the new chapter and how soon do they plan to unveil the new chapter to the Liberian people? Even the NIUA, ALP were represented. So this is to tell you that this is serious and we can look forward to something new. In terms of how SKTV were treated, to be very frank with you, we have said this on this platform over and over. Of course, Cummins, Mene, we support Cummins. We've all been supporting Cummins and it's going to be disrespecting us. No. So it doesn't make any sense when you guys make your false allegations against SKTV. But we know that how you guys behave, that what you believe in your head, that is your reality. We can't take it away from you. So keep saying we are SKTV and we are Cummins TV and Cummins pay us and this, but when Cummins they have a program, they get recognize us. They get call all there. They get invite or when we put out and go there, they say no, you're not part of all or you're not part of the will not say your invitation. Is that personal? And the thing they have, if they don't invite, when I get part of it, we'll try our best to cover it. They say no, we'll move from there, we'll respect it. But one thing I want to say to the ANC and the CPP people, I want to say this to you. If you think that only the government people will find your ways in your thing, yourself, your story that will cause that when you cross the line. Because we not owe loyalty to anybody. You're here today. We not owe loyalty to anybody. We the one can be walking between God. That oh yeah. So that's my own thing. But I will Sunday morning I will be bound.
Thank you so much. So let's get to before we go, let's get to Seko in Zredu there to get his perspective where his takeaway are on this subject. Seko, are you there?
I'm here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, go ahead. Did you follow the press?
Yeah, I followed the press conference. I listened to Charlie speaking, and then I listened to Alexander Cummins closing the chapter finally. I think this is belated. They should have done that long since the moment they noticed that there was split and court proceedings. Because what they were afraid of, that's what happens. The main intent of the collaboration was to mount a heavy pressure on the CDC government for the fact that they all came from different areas. But because of greed, at the point where they should have grabbed what belonged to them, they divided themselves. Even the people who were propagating the media activities for them, they also left. So one person decided to take the bull by the horn, and Joseph Boakai took it. At that time, the SKTV, I was following SKTV sometimes. SKTV was more like the PR arm for the opposition, to be very honest, because they descended on the CDC with every secret that they could put outside. I mean, SKTV, I follow, you have tough guys. SK himself, he's slow in talking, but don't go there with him. He knows exactly how to punch the blow, and anybody will understand that he's punching to the real spot. And CDC lost the thing. Now that they've closed the chapter, nobody knows what they're coming up with next. But I can tell you, the fact that they were closing that chapter and you saw politicians there, watch it. In the next few weeks or the next few months, you may see another collaboration with these guys all coming on board. But what new are they bringing to the table? Copy and paste. There is nothing new that Joe Boakai brings to the table with this identical election. The only name that changed from George Weah, how do I call it? He has his own agenda. The only name that changed is the arrest. But if you go to George Weah agenda, you see agriculture there. We see roads there. So they just formulated a change. you will come to realize that the 100-day deliverable for the Unity Party government is now going to be 100%, 100% being met due to the way in which the appointment has gone and the way in which their governing system is being put together. But they may do something. They may do something. But the collaboration coming to an end, there might be a bigger collaboration coming with these political gurus. Are they actually going to reach out to the point where they will challenge the Unity Party and bring Unity Party down? Now, I listened to Steve when he said, if all of them come together, Unity Party will not win the next election. Listen to me and let me say this very clear. If Unity Party can come, not as collaboration at this point, and win CDC with a little over 17,000 votes, and win CDC, mark this carefully. Mark this carefully. The chairman for CDC resigned, or in the name of he's going to form a non-governmental organization looking like a pressure group. But before we look, we saw that he was running to the UP. What UP is very good at propaganda. They are very good at justification when it comes to documentation. UP can eat good money and defend it by papers. CDC didn't have the idea. So Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was tired. And that's why she gave it to George Weah. If there was another third term that they could go, Ellen would have still been president up to 2023. Don't forget, these political gurus, these political around, the Gina, they sat down for 6 consecutive years and they weren't working. Now, these guys have had the opportunity to come back. They are prepared enough to do whatever it will take, not in gun, not in the war, not in fighting, but they will use all the hairs that they have to making sure that the next election, if UP might have a very strong standard bearer, which I know probably maybe Joseph Boakai wouldn't want to go, for next election. But if they will have a very good and strong standard bearer, UP can do anything and manipulate results in this country. So that thing on SK, let them put themselves together good, or as it will end in cheer again.
Thank you so much, Sekou. We appreciate that. So, Mabel, what is your take on the press conference? What say you, man? What's your takeaway? I hope we're not going to be having the same thing. Make sure you plug that thing that can cause the problem. Mabel, are you there?
Okay. Good. Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much. I was muted because we were doing something with our system. But thank you so much. I listened to all of my team members, and I'm just so impressed with all of their views on the prevailing situation, especially when it comes to politics, about the latest news coming from the CPP. That's just so good. After the marriages here and there, out of the talking and all the and putting and so on, finally today they all come and say, yes, indeed, this marriage, I think we will continue, but for now, we all got to pause. So, I think if you really want to know about Liberia politics, you got to wait a little bit. You don't have to rush, because when you rush, mind you though, there are people here that have the numbers, and there are people also that sometimes they are moved by newcomer, sometimes they are moved by some of the prevailing situations. So we shouldn't rush the government to say, yes, maybe the CPP or maybe those opposition political parties, maybe they will be big, they will be bigger, or so on. But for what I can tell you now is, it all depends on how the government going to behave. And for example, if the government do good, I think they will have little votes, or when it comes to elections. But if the government remain the way they are doing, mind you, that means the entire opposition black, they will be strong or stronger when they come together. Because I think it's like a new style now in our body politics, where you see after every election, you see people coming together as an opposition or collaborating political parties. Man, you know the party was not alone. So no one will tell you that you know the party was alone when they win the election. No, they've been having all of the political parties been helping them back to back. Even in the run-up elections, we saw that with all of political parties helping them also campaign and to also vote for them. So for me, for what happened on today, I'm so impressed. I did thank God that they were able to maintain their marriage up to date, that at least everybody can freely come up and express themselves. But let me just say this quickly before I turn the floor over. I want to say this to Alexander Cummings, Honorable Alexander Cummings, the political leader of the ANC. If you notice Liberia politics from 2005 up to now, I don't think Liberia politics is about sugarcoating. No. Because today I saw him reading, look, mind you though, you will go to your audience, you put out, you read out, look, Sekou and Steve from 2005 for me. I've been voting up to now. I'm still alive, and maybe when there are any elections, I'm going to vote by the grace of God. All of the politics that have been following through, there's no any kind of good politics here in Liberia. Sort of combative, last, all sort of things that people do just to win elections. That my brother was saying, it's right. That's the kind of system that we have it. And so I'm just saying that to Honorable Alexander Cummings, that I know when you go to somebody's gallery, you will bring out your sheets, you will read out all this, but you got to be combative. That's the only one that Liberian will see you there. Oh yes, I think he's ready now to stand for us. I close.
All right, thank you. Lawrence, quickly, because we have 15 minutes to go to the line there in Liberia. So, Lawrence, if you can.
Mr. Kane, one thing I know for sure in Liberia when it comes to the issue of politics, once the electors made up their mind to go the way they want to go, you can go to Jesus Christ, you come by, you talk, they will not listen to you. Once they have made up their mind, they say, we're carrying SYZ. Anything you do, that again work. In 2023, the Liberians made up their mind to carry Joseph Yuma Boaka as president. 2017, their mind was made up for Ambassador George Weah. So 2029, we're watching to see which side it will go, because even you can be a good politician, once the people have made up their mind to say, this is the person we want. I don't care what you do. Even when it comes to the representative, the senator aspects, once the electors made up their mind to say, we carry so president and senator, that one is finished. Once the Liberian people made up their mind, that's the way to go. So I don't care, you can be good politician, they ain't get time for you. Once the mind is made up in Liberia politics, how to go. Thank you, Mr. Kane.
So I think Steve wanted to say something. I wanted to
just before we go to the line.
Go ahead.
Just before we go to the line, Mr. Kane, before you go, I think
I'm not even going to go now. We're going to take 5 minutes to talk about some information about something we
let's talk about it. Let's talk about the information.
Before we go to that information, let me just say something on what Lawrence said. He said when Liberians make up their mind to vote for someone, they make up their mind. Look, listen very carefully. Liberians did not make up their mind easily to vote the party. I just told you that Unity Party is very good when it comes to propaganda. And with the kind of forces that they have one thing that they push. And that particular propaganda held in this country until it was very difficult to erase it from the ears of people, which we all know apparently one way or the other it wasn't true. That issue of that money continue that got missing. That propaganda held by way SK if you are going to every county beside Monrovia. Everywhere you go, people will talk about that money. How your way and steal money. That thing hold by way and it was not easy to erase. If there were not those things that came up, for UP to have taken that thing. And most especially the way the seditionists were frustrated when they saw the lack of some other close associate to President Weah at that time, of Jefferson Koji, and other people who were barricading George Weah, that people shouldn't get closer to him. And those people who ran campaign felt frustrated. Unity Party were not going to get a chance. And this is why if Unity Party is not careful, it's going to also happen to them. Because people who ran campaign for the UP, people who stood their high ground for the UP and spoke against people, now some of these people have already started entering back into opposition because what they felt they would have gotten as a political dividend, they are not getting that. So let's just watch that and be careful with that. Yeah, go ahead.
So, Mr. Can I beg you, because of this statement, and that was exactly why I'll go. Just 1 minute. I will not take up the time.
That's fine.
CDC lost the election because they failed early on. And I'll have to agree with Sheku that was one of the cardinal points. CDC did not lose election in Liberia because last minute of time, because they didn't have the money or the power. They lost it from the beginning. The Unity Party, the fact that they cannot even keep up with a 90 or 100 days deliverable, they will not win election again. They can try to manipulate it in the end. It will not work. The only difference here would be who in the opposition, especially Mr. Alexander Cummings, if he can present himself and if the people are able to sell him as the alternative, that's the only difference I will make. If he does not seize that chance, and if the people cannot sell him as the alternative, like Unity Party did with Joseph Human Boaka, then somebody else will see the show for Alexander Cummings. But for Unity Party to win the election again, let them go jump on some kind of train. It will not happen because the disadvantages are too much against them. Boaka is not running, the new recognition will not be there again. So, I mean, when you look at all of these things, and the parties to us have already started going into government, the stings of corruption and things will come up. Oh, you'll be watching this few days because the chairman, the secretary general will be bringing out a story there, and then we'll see who is who. But anyway, I'll leave it there, Mr. Kane. Yeah, thank you for the time. I just want to make that point.
Thank you so much. I'm not sure if we're going to have, maybe I can just forget about the whole story here for today. We could do another day because we will not have time for our people to participate in this conversation. So we wanted also to test the calls in Nigeria.
Yes, for
let's see if we can have some test calls. Let's see if people are watching and listening. Let's see if people can call in. And Siku, if you're in a position to do that, let us know. If not, then we can go to Mabel or Lawrence so our people can participate. Because I don't want to dilute the conversation. Trust me, when I start to talk about this information I'm giving you, people forget about this whole conversation that we're having today was overshadowed.
Then just keep it for tomorrow. We're back.
Yeah, we can keep it for tomorrow because it's a big deal. And I
because
believe
you're not tease up and run away, and we ain't get time.
Exactly. So you want to try to take some calls in
so please go to the line. So yeah.
Yeah, let me just announce the number. When I get call, I will allow you 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. This is the SK TV show. We go to the line, take this pricing if we can. Hello. Yeah.
My name is Frederick Gula Howard. I joined the conversation from Gado Village.
Welcome, Frederick. Let's hear you.
Let me say good evening to your guests, your panelists this evening for the brilliant discussion.
Okay.
But let me quickly make my point. There is no political collaboration, political gathering in Liberia now that Cummings, Alexander Cummings will be part of, that will be vibrant, that will be strong to defeat a sitting government, more especially when it comes to the Unity Party. One of the reasons is Cummings is politically greedy. Cummings want for everything to be he alone. Kumi does not agree with people. Maybe he feels that he has money. And that money alone can make you to win election. Seko, in politics, there are something we call political base or political constituency. Kumi does not have political base. And in politics, if you do not have political base, it is impossible to win election.
Okay.
All right. Take the next caller so we can get through.
Thank you so much. Let's take another person, then we go to Monrovia with Truth FM. Hello.
Hello.
Your name, where you calling from?
Thank you. This is Pascal Davis from District 6. Firstly, let me say thanks to Mr. Cummings for holding on. I mean, we understand what happened.
Okay.
Series of manipulations, but I think he stood the ground. And that's why he's a real politician.
Okay.
And that's when we count on people's integrity. That's when we count on their substance.
Okay.
Somebody said, Mr. Cummings, when you win elections, and I want to disagree a bit with Maple when he said Mr. Cummings must be combative. He must lie. I mean, because this is how politicians like behaves.
Okay.
They must lie to the people. They won't blindfold them. I mean, you won't pretend.
He will address that. Maybe that's not. Let's take send it over to. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Chasky Cooper. I call personally from Kingsway, a member of the Alternative National Congress.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Let me say thank you to you guys for the show. I want to say thank you to CPP and especially Mr. Regina Benedict Cummings and all of our executive members that were able to keep the CPP together. We came together for a purpose and we maintained that united, even though we were not victorious. But I think the Liberian people have gotten to know Mr. Cummings. That is a man that is truthful to what he puts on paper.
Okay.
Because in our country, these are some of the reasons that our country is behind, because we are not truthful to what we write on paper. And as we have good policy on the board, but because we are not laid up to that commitment, so that's why our country is going the way it's going. So Mr. Cummings has proven to the Liberian people over time that he's a man of standard and principle. When he says something, he stands by it. So I think these are the kind of leaders we need in Liberia. You know, they come in, today, CPP went apart, but it's not that we are separated together. That will give room to a deeper and better collaboration. And
thank you.
Within our collaboration, we want to make Mr. Cummings the face of our collaboration. So
thank you very much. Thank you.
We have any problem that we had during the first collaboration.
All right, thank you very, very much. Let's go over to you, Maybon. You can take calls from over there.
I think maybe Maybon is not ready yet, so we can go to Lawrence.
Yes.
Lawrence, take a few calls. And by the way,
okay,
I really
07. Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
And it was very clear.
Mr. Kane, go ahead.
No problem. Hopefully, we can have that, across. And
0778 25 50 50. 0778 25 50 50. 086 02 13 02. Just at the number you can call this evening and be part of the show. We got limited time to be here tonight. 086 02 13 02. 0778 25 50 50. Those are the number you can call this evening to be part of the show right here, the SKTV show.
Okay, while you're waiting,
yes, it's like this person is on the phone line. Let me see.
All right.
Good evening, your name, where you come from?
Yeah, we're here. My name is Edwin Tower Joseph. I'm joining from Division 16 Reserve. Yeah.
Okay, from Reserve. Go ahead, Chief, from Division 16. Now, yeah, you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the show.
Go ahead.
The one our brother was speaking on. Only when Kumi can become president in the country, that Kumi relax the man, or Kumi not desperate for the power. And if Kumi could just listen to all of them ask, Kumi could do better in the current election. But Kumi did not listen to not advance. They were too desperate for the power. That's why you saw the losers team.
Okay.
But if Kumi continued trying,
thank you. Thank you. 086 02 13 02. 077 25 50 50. 086 02 13 02. I'll take two more calls and go straight to
Mr.
Kane.
You know what, Lawrence?
086 02 13 02.
Lawrence, just pause for a second. I need to address some of these callers. I need to address some of these.
Yes.
Because if we allow them to sleep, and then it will stick in the minds of the people. So let me correct those people. First and foremost, Unity Party people are very good at lying. They are very good at lying and fabricating story. And when they lie on you, they will say it over and over and over, and people will believe it. The mindset, the lie and deception that Alexander Cummings was asked by Joseph Nima Boakai to be vice president, and the reason why Cummings didn't become vice president because Cummings refused. That is a blatant lie. Is a deception. Joseph Boakai never asked, and no Unity Party people were genuine about that for Cummings to be vice president for Joseph Nima Boakai. He was never asked. And those of you who are saying Cummings was desperate, Cummings was greedy for power, you must be ashamed of yourself. A man who was in power for 47 years, an 80-year-old man, is greedy to be president. Then a middle-aged man, you're telling him he's greedy. How stupid can you be? What sense does that make to you as a nation? You are setting out, you say you want to settle for somebody who got nothing to offer to you, somebody who is struggling with his health condition, somebody who cannot even talk for himself, somebody who cannot formulate a certain government, but yet you say you're going to settle for that person, and that person is not greedy. But a man who he is prompt with all the connections, he has his own money, he want to come and help you. He say he will not even take his salary. Then you say the man is greedy for power. What kind of power? Money. When you got money, you're already a leader. Money is power. Somebody is coming to help you. That's why Liberia is what it is right now. And Liberia will forever remain this way if we continue to think the way we are thinking. We got to think outside of the box and stop, falling for lies and deception. Boakai never asks. In fact, Cummings' conversation with Boakai was initiated by Cummings from the United States, New York City. Cummings requested a meeting with Boakai. They met in Ghana. It was Cummings who asked Boakai, you have to play your part. You have to pay your due. Now you are a statement. Lift my hand up. We can change this country. Leave this thing here. Forget about this thing here. Boakai didn't say outrightly no. Boakai has some financial interest, like all the politicians in Liberia. Boakai didn't say no. Boakai never asked Cummings in return, Mr. Cummings, since I am the older person, since I'm a former vice president, why don't you go as my vice president instead of me putting your hand up? Boakai never did that. Instead, Boakai said that he doesn't want to be the one to bring Congo people back to power. That's the reason why we branded and labeled Joseph Boakai as a tribalist, as a divisionist, for someone who doesn't care about Liberia.
SK, you heard that? You actually heard that from Joseph Boakai, or you heard it from someone?
Joseph Boakai said that.
Wow.
I'm telling you now. Not Joseph Boakai come and say no, he didn't say it. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, and I know and I'm privileged with the information that Boakai and Cummings had a meeting that lasted for more than 40 minutes in Ghana, where Cummings asked Boakai. Let Boakai come and tell you, or Boakai people come and tell you that yes, indeed, Boakai ever asked Cummings to run as his vice president. It never happened. I want to make sure let people listening on the radio, they get this information clearly. We said this time with our number during the election, but people continue to carry the mess because Unity Party people, they survive and traffic in lies and deception. When you hear politicians say, oh, Unity Party people, they're very good, with propaganda, they are good with lying. And when they lie, they can stick to you.
Propaganda, they're not lying.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, people can sugarcoat it, call it propaganda. They are very good with lying and deception.
Oh my God.
And everything about it is lies. Imagine even they already won the election, but they're still lying among each other. That's why you see today, they will tell the other person you're going to be minister of this. They appoint 2 people in that position. They just can't help themselves. Joseph Boakai was sick coming to America. They said Joseph Boakai is coming to visit people, to tell people thank you. Only when SKTV spoke him out of the hospital, they keep Joseph Boakai came and say, you know, the way we saw things coming, it was not easy. We thought we knew what was ahead of us. We decided to go for America for medical attention. Before then, the United Party people again, they told the world that SKTV lied that Joseph Boakai was never in America for any medical problem. You see, so when somebody is accustomed to lying and they lie to you today, they lie to you tomorrow, they lie to you after tomorrow, and you keep believing it, keep following it, that person is not stupid. You that buying into the lie, you are the stupidest person. They say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And many Liberians have decided to fall in to the lies and deception of the Unity Party people. So they will say anything because of politics. Like Joseph Boakai he told everybody that he can deal with the devil just to win. So somebody who can learn with the devil, lies is not even a problem anymore. You know, lie is like a good thing. Devil is the worst thing that anybody want to be with. So I just want to make sure that we clarify this particular part. Joseph Boakai never told you Dukomis to be a bad president. In fact, Joseph Boakai people told me, and if they deny it, I will call their names, told me, Sekou, we couldn't have allowed the primary to go on in the CPP because if we're going to do so, Commies are already talked to some of our people. We know Commies got money, they were going to vote for Commies, and Commies will have been the standard bearer for the CPP. They told me that the reason why United Party people destroyed the CPP because they believe if the democratic process was going to go on, Commies was going to win it. That's why they destroyed it. And they never had it. And Costa, we said it before, and Costa came and clarified that and solidified what we said in the past. So, in short, what I want Liberian people to know, it doesn't matter who you want to vote for, but let's be honest. Let's do our political argument based on facts, not deception and lies. And let me tell you something. Lie, you got karma. You see what's confusing Joseph Boakai and all the people there right now? Because they lie their way to power. They deceive the Liberian people. They even lied to the people that Joseph Boakai was not sick. You know that. That's why God that will not sleep. Joseph Boakai, you see, will not say nothing. Joseph Boakai just fell off doing his inauguration. God will tell you the word that this man is sick. But he lied to the people, say he's not sick. You see how God can work mysteriously? Now, to tell you that he's not in control, he's confused. People now are making an appointment for him every day. He's not knowing what's going on. He will appoint people, they will go and remove it. That's to tell you when you go, you get something through lies and deception. God can confuse you. It's a karma. There's a karma that is really, really killing the Unity Party and Joseph Boakai. At the end of the day, imagine this early, less than 3 months in presidency, Liberian people, even people that voted for Joseph Boakai, are regretting. Today, I saw something. SKTV went in the market. West Point Market. They were asking people as to how they feel the market women. 90% of them said they were suffering.
But SK, they're not supposed to complain.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they did. In fact, they said, what a woman said, Ellington was better. And then Jowiatan was even okay. The other woman, in fact, said, this is not a rescue mission, it was a rescue suffering. She said the people in her yard that she campaigned to, they took out their lapa, they campaigned. She said she's ashamed in front of the people there. Nobody told her, nobody went to her, nobody knew who she is. And we have tons of people like that were confessing, saying that why What did we do to ourselves? Why, God? Why? Now they're not blaming themselves. They're blaming God. You say they should, you're not complaining. They will complain more, but it's too soon, my brother. At least those who did not vote for Joseph Njuma Boakai, they are expected to complain no matter what, right? Even if good or bad, they will complain. But people that supported him, that the lady said, we take our lapper, spread it on the floor for the rescue mission. And now she's saying now suffering mission. Somebody who said rescue mission, saying now, changing the nomenclature now to suffering mission. So, in short, I just wanted to make sure we clarify those areas while people are listening, because it was the same myth and lies that he carried around. Communists say he was supposed to get right. Imagine, even though they seen this man with his lovely wife, they stuck together every move, everything they do. They seen this man, grown children, married. They seen this man responsible. But yet, because the lie, that particular lie was perpetuated by sedition, and person who invented the lie came out and said, we fabricated this story. We lie on this man. But yet, some people up to the election day, they were still going around in the bushes, in the trenches, telling people that communists support gay. In fact, they say communists is gay. Knowing the fact that the man is not gay, though the man is married, the man got children, the man said repeatedly. I had nothing to do with that. These are lies and fabrication. But yet, because United Party is so good with lies and deception that people call it propaganda, guess what? They saw it, and a lot of people believe it. Then, even though they themselves saying it, but they don't know that they were causing karma on themselves. They were creating sin on themselves. Because what's happening now, all the bad thing that they did, imagine Joseph Boakai that communists supported financially, Joseph Boakai that communists been known for years.
Sekou had to leave you.
And then he went to the court and said,
I have to leave you. It's 9 after 8.
Yeah. So I want to say thank you at least for giving our extra 10 minutes. We really appreciate it, Sekou. Unless you want to say something to close, but we really, really appreciate your time and the fact that
I'm getting more interested in the discussion, to be honest with you.
No problem. We'll be here tomorrow.
It seems that I'll be here tomorrow so that
we'll be here tomorrow, definitely. But thank you so much.
Yeah, what happened today, we should experience that tomorrow. But trust me, by the special grace of God, we'll be here tomorrow. Thank you so much, SK. And it's an opportunity.
Thank you. We really, really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
That was a good start, man. That was a good start. And I think maybe we'll stay around. But I'm going to continue saying what I was telling you guys. Unity Party people, they are so delusional. They are so deceptive. To the extent that they don't even believe themselves. They don't even believe themselves. They lie about everything. If a Unity Party person tell you, say, I'm a man, don't believe it. Take him to the bathroom, let him go take it all. You can see it. And you're a real man. Somebody will tell you, say, the man, but deep down, the woman. That's how much they can lie. In fact, these people, to tell you how stupid in their lives, SKTV reported that Joseph Njuma Boakai was sick and he was in Rhode Island. We called the hospital name. We told you the floor he was on. Somebody say, don't even say, don't give all the information. We say, okay, fine. Joseph Boakai went back and told them that, yes, I went to America because and knew what was ahead of us. We don't even touch them what to say. We came on SKTV and told Joe Baka say it would have been simple and easy for him to have said, given what we know what is ahead of us, as presidency comes with challenges and stuff. We decided to go for medical checkup in America. Simple. Instead of lying to the Liberian people that Joe Baka coming to say hi to people, Joe Baka coming to this and they go later in the hospital. And lying to people, say nothing happened to him. The man was never in the hospital. Then Joseph Boakai himself, realizing that they have lied to the Liberian people and defending the lies, Joseph Boakai said, I was in the hospital. I went to America for a medical checkup. In fact, the place SKTV said we were, Rhode Island, there where we were. But he was ashamed. He was ashamed to say Rhode Island. He said Providence. Providence is the capital city for Rhode Island. He didn't want to mention Rhode Island because Rhode Island was amazing in the ears of the people from the SKTV. So he deceived, because he could believe in deception and lies. He said it was done in Providence. Where is Providence? Providence, that in where? That Jamaica Resort? Or that in somewhere in Foya? Or that somewhere there in between Sierra Leone and Lufa County? Himself lied. He said, we happy, something, we know in the giving what we're ahead of us, we decided to go for medical checkup. He even implicated his own wife. You don't want to get a problem, then you go put on a woman. All those are an act of deception, just to fool the people, just to confuse the people. And then, despite Joseph Boakai admitting that I was in the hospital, the Unity Party people, because they so love lying, guess what they did? They continued to say SKTV lie. To the extent that saying that Joseph Boakai too lie. You see how stupid they can be? Joseph Boakai came and confirmed what SKTV said. Then you say SKTV lie. Then what Joseph Boakai said, lie or true? And sometimes when you can lie too much, you can be stupid. Because you can say the truth, you don't have to worry about what you said yesterday. Because that's true, you don't got to think about it. It was not fabrication. You can say it 1,000 times. But when you are deceptive, you engage in lies, that everything come out of your mouth is based on falsehood. This is exactly what you do. You can forget. Joseph Boakai forget that people didn't say, Joseph Boakai coming to America to speak to people. Joseph Boakai coming for Victory Lab. Joseph Boakai coming here to come tell people hello. At the end of the day, Joseph Boakai ended up in the living room of Senator Witherspoon. Then they went to take pictures of him. Some of the pictures is standing like this, some of them like this, some of them like that, with a kanga, making him to look all young. They start posting those pictures while the man was in the hospital. You can call that propaganda. That's deception. Some area you see the man here like this. And some of them, they Photoshop to the extent where some of them, you see the man here like this. Like that. There are some kind of handicap. The man standing like that. You will see someone that you feel for him. Compare those pictures of Joseph Boakai when they say he was enjoying the cold weather of Rhode Island. So take this picture and compare it to his pictures now. The regular pictures they've been saying. Take and compare them. So people who can lie and they consistently lie, if you don't be careful, if you don't fight back, if you don't eradicate those lies, if you don't kick against it, people will believe it. I swear to God, one woman called me. Seku, I just want to ask you, my brother, I said, what happened? So the thing what they're saying about coming that true. I said, what happened? Oh, you see the man again. It was during the election time. From where? From Kakata. I told the woman, no, that's not true. He said, but the people saying it. In fact, they brought a man picture with one woman. I mean, with another man. Because they did Photoshop of Cummings. So, they put Cummings' hair on a girl in a nightclub, dancing with another man. The position you get through that, through lie and deception, God said will not forgive you. That's why they're so confused, everything going bad for them from the start. Because you can't deceive God. You can't take advantage of the ignorance of the people. And the Baka say he can deal with the devil. And he got all the rescue soldier. And he and the rescue soldier are now fighting each other. You think you can call about turning against Joseph Boakai for nothing? You think Prince Johnson turning against Joseph Boakai for nothing? Those things are common. Some of you say Labro was founded on Christian principle. You're not even a good Christian. Some of you who are Muslim, you see you can pray to Allah. But you know that Joseph Boakai and people, they lie their way through to get to the presidency. They deceive the Liberian people. In fact, they even lie about the men's health. Because they wanted to get to the presidency no matter what. Do you know how many people die? And you came and lie about it? In fact, when they kill people, they will come say that United Party person died. Hey, God. I mean, God can never let you go like that. I'm telling you, it's bad. Sometimes you think you're deceiving people, but God is watching you. That's why some of the people, some of the lie them off that continue to lie and deceive the Liberian people, they never get their way through. And the fight among them will increase. It will intensify. Because why? God doesn't like ugly. You can only lie for some time. You can only lie for some time. And if you lie on somebody, the person that do you good, that did good for you, and you lie, you choose to lie on this person, I swear to God that God can see you. This is about our disgrace. And you know the party people were disgraced. They were speechless. They were all the big mouth. And what they did, they revert to lying again. Oh, the heat. They go put control club on the man, the heat. Joseph Boakai could laugh because he laughed to the person he was not sick. Everything will go with him. But God said, no, I will disgrace you in public. You are sick. You are not okay. Don't fake it. Health, you can fake everything, but don't fake your health. Ellen Johnson still should be older than Joseph Boakai. There were some older folks there. The Tenable, Good Lord Jonathan, and a lot of other people were there. He never killed them. Now nothing happened to them. And soon, very soon, Joseph Boakai will be coming to America again for medical checkup, as we predicted in the past. You know, sometimes it pains me when I hear people buying into lies. Campaigns are over. Elections is over. Election is over a long time ago. Joseph Boakai is president. You don't have to lie. As long as you continue to spew lie and hate against good people, we will get to you. We will get to you. You will meet us everywhere you go. We will not allow you. I know you lie your way through to the leadership, but you can never govern with lies. And the information that we say we're going to talk about tomorrow, you'll be surprised. It will shock you. It will shock you. Believe me. Don't miss SKTV tomorrow. Whatever I'm going to do tomorrow, that will be the first thing. No, forget about blocking these people, then let them be here. That's okay. That's say Gonganu person, the nine real human being. Ooh, who's calling me? Hold on. Hello? Yeah, you're live on SKTV.
I try to make my input on your program.
Go ahead.
So, firstly, I will premise my my take on the fact that people will make insinuations, and on this applies in society like ours, where the truth is a lot of our people are not so knowledgeable on the facts of the wrong with rumors and falsehood. So that's why the whole thing, even the gentleman who spread false information about Mr. Cummings' sexual status, and when he came out to openly confess, because the people don't know better and they lack the ability to have access to communication, they didn't realize that it was a complete falsehood. So that kind of hindering. But I would choose to give that less credence. Even the callers that called from Liberia when they were stating that Mr. Cummings, to a larger extent, is greedy for power. What do you expect? When you start the school year in the 6th grade, you study hard because at the end of the year, you want to be progressing to the 7th grade. You don't go to school to remain in the same class. It defeats the purpose. So when you put yourself in a race, you got to be vigorous, you got to be forceful. That's why you went in with all intent. So I mean, I voted in Liberia election 2005 during the first go around, and the Liberian poor women that showed her, like your colleague Lawrence said, and they showed George Weah when they were all for him, and they showed Barker, and he won. So I hold a strong conviction right now that Mr. Cummings will be there 2029. My last take, if you don't mind, my last take on this whole topic of discussion today is the fact that us Liberians, we have to be decisive. Someone extend to power, we allow them to do the work. Because if you get somebody a piece of job, if they don't not afforded the opportunity, how can you upgrade them on their performance? So I see that to mean that George Weah was given 6 years. He want to perform bitterly. He opted for a second chance, and the people did not give him a second chance. We'll watch and see this government that some of us were in support of. If they want to perform, certainly, Mr. Cummings, a man who worked for his money honestly and has sent it to the height that he has reached, honestly, he deserves all right to be a president. Anyone who thinks that he doesn't deserve it, they are daydreaming. He's qualified, and he's a Liberian, and it's his right. It's inalienable right to be a president. So I would like to retire here, and I say thanks for...
Thank you, my brother. And I appreciate your call, and call you anytime. We'll make sure you take your call, you contribute. We don't really care who you support, my brother. Thank you. We care less about who you support. Let me tell you why I'm telling you guys to forget about these people. You don't block them. The same way, you know what you can say, the party group, people good at, propaganda. They're good at lying. They're good at defending lies. Even some of the guys that are here, the other one who say, oh, when you say you fake name, that human being can create a fake name. It doesn't mean you're not human being. You're a human being, but you're not coming under your real name as a human being. Like the way I have proud, and I trust myself. I believe what I'm saying. I can defend it anyway. That's why I put my face to what I say, because I know I'm not lying. I know I'm not fake. I know I'm not afraid of anybody. So if you are a coward, you create fake name or pen name to come and vent your anger or to make your case. I mean, nobody should take you seriously. You are a human being, but you are not a good human being. You are not, a genuine human being. You are not man, you don't have spine. So fix your face. You see these ladies are here, they are real human beings. Those are their names. And because they believe in what they believe in, they don't shy away from defending it. They don't shy away from spending their money. But if you want to be somebody defending other people, or you want to defend yourself, just come with your name. If you believe what you're saying, stand behind it. Attach your face to it. Attach your real name to it. Somebody told me one time, oh, Sekou, when you come on the show, you don't have to call your neighbor know you. You don't have to write your name. Because I used to write Sekou Kene, the whole name. But I said, but then if that one bother you, maybe I will move the Kene, but I'll still post Sekou. I want people to know me. I want people to know exactly who's speaking. Though they will hear my voice on the radio, when they come to social media, let them see my face. I'm not going to shy away because I believe in what I do and I sign up for this. So I'm not a coward. I'm not a sycophant. So don't be bothered by these guys. Let me tell you something. They are bothered. They are jittering. They are confused. They are discombobulated because of what happened today. They thought this program today by the CPP people will have given them reason to celebrate. That the biggest trouble behind their back, the fear, would have died today. But instead, they are seeing a much broader collaboration, unity, togetherness among the opposition. And that feared them. And if you put all the opposition together, by the Liberian standard, the person they will say that their time they will be commies. They know that and they are afraid of that. Tewon Gonglo, George Weah, vote ALP of Penina Ure and all the other political institutions that were there today. Think about it realistically. Which one of them the Liberian people can choose over commies? That's why during the election, I was telling all the Liberian people there, the United Party people that were telling you, oh, if Baka was not in the race, I will vote for commies. That lie. Oh, let come away. The people that can even lie about, to tell you that Baka is so deceptive and disingenuous. When people are going around lying, you Baka, somebody who respects you, somebody who depend on you. You know the man family. John McCain did it here. When a woman falsely accused Obama, I don't trust Obama. I don't trust him. Because what? He's Muslim. John McCain said, no, he's not. He's a good man. I wouldn't have policy differences with him. But Joseph Boakai never had the courage, the audacity to come to communist defense when he was falsely attacked. But instead went and testified against him to destroy him. You think God can put Kama on you for nothing? Joseph Boakai never, two things Joseph Boakai could have done that could have make him a better person. Joseph Boakai could have said, I never asked Komish to be my vice president. We all wanted this thing, and we did not agree. We decided to move our way. At least be honest for once. But Joseph Boakai was enjoying the people lying that he, Joseph Boakai, asked Komish and Komish refused. That was the first deception. Joseph Boakai know very well Cummings was not gay. Joseph Boakai, he never had the courage to tell his people, just one time, just one recording, let's be civil in our campaign. Let's discuss the issue. Let's discuss policy difference. Cummings is not gay, he's a decent man. I've known him for years. Hey, man. You want people to respect Joseph Boakai? Yeah, for the office, of course, people will respect the presidency. But he cannot be trusted because he's not accustomed to telling truth. He never supported truth. He never fought or went against lies and deceptions. In fact, when Joseph Boakai had the opportunity to speak while in Rhode Island, he challenged SKTV. I watched some of them. I was sitting here watching them. I watched some of them. They say, I was in a hospital. I'll be in a hospital. I'll be watching you. People can be in a hospital. They can be watching people. You can be in a hospital. You can be in your hospital bed and watch TV. You can be in your hospital bed and stay watch your home. But then after all that lies and deception, when you say, you know, no, give me what will come here against all what we faced with, I decided to go to. Then you there, instead of pointing to the desperation and deception of the person you support, then you are questioning an honest man. That's why they say I was supporting Cummings, because I hate people to take advantage of other people. I don't really care whether politics or outside of politics. Because this guy is soft. Because this guy is now an arrogant person. Because this guy is now rude. Because this guy is not a killer. Because this guy is not a thief. You take advantage of him. Lying on him. Insulting him. In fact, the week Costa released his onslaught on Cummings, insulting him, calling him names. It was the same with Joseph Boakai gang Costa. Guess what happened? Costa came back and disgraced him. Yes, that's what happened. He gang Costa for insulting Joseph Boakai. I mean, Cummings. Costa came back and gave it to him, calling him all kinds of names, and calling him a son of a pig. He said Joseph Boakai was an ungrateful son of a swan, according to Costa. So, if you are deceptive, you can lie about anything and everything just for the benefit. God is sleeping. So I wanted to clarify, these things so that those that were listening on the radio in the entire country and beyond, so they can get that fact at the back of their head, that Joseph Boakai never, ever asked Cummings to be anything. Joseph Boakai, in fact, said that he doesn't want to be the one to bring the Congo people to power or close to power. Joseph Boakai is a tribalist. It's a fact, and they know it. So I'll take 2 more calls. If anybody want to call in, you can call in. I'm about to go now. I'm about to go. If you want to call in, let us know. What do you want to say? Because I'm leaving now. All my colleagues left already. But I just felt it was incumbent upon me to clarify those things, because it would be unfair on our part against Mr. Cummings for somebody to come and lie in the manner that they are doing, for all to stay back supinely and do nothing about it. No. Even you lie on George Weah, If we know it's a lie, we'll come here and clarify. We'll tell you they're not true. Even if you lie on Joseph Buakai, you will know that lie will tell you they're not true. But the fact that you people are known for lying. Hello? Yes. I'm good. Wa alaikum salam. How are you, my brother?
You struck a nerve. And I was on a program yesterday, and I see 5 intelligent young men. And we were talking about, the overthrow of the government, all the things that ensued before then, the Congo country defeat, we talked about all. And what you did was when you said that Boakai didn't want to bring Congo people close to power. Whether we like it or not, we have to call a spade a spade. There is still remnants of. And we are not different people because most of us got relatives on all sides. You know what I mean? But there is still a lingering concept of division. And what surprised me of everything, Cyril, is that some of these people never even lived it. They didn't experience it. They don't even know it.
Nothing.
But yet, they have, a fear lingering, and you cannot build a nation. You see what you bring to the table, I don't have. What I bring to the table, you don't have. When we all bring those things to the table, that will move Liberia. But we still want to exclude somebody from the table. And how Liberia will move like that. That's a mistake. And I think we repeat the mistake instead of using all our talents that we have. We're trying to get away from certain people, and that is what spoils the whole problem.
Yep.
So there's a lot of truth in what you said. And if he embraces every life he's supposed to, we will move that country because that's something different to offer.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the show, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I mean, like I said, man, we do this for our country. We don't do it for people. And I care less how somebody feel about me when I'm speaking truth to power. I don't care. I've had enough. I've had a lot of threats, insult and disrespect from many of you, but I care less. Because I believe if we all sit by and do nothing about these lies and deception, the country will never move forward. If we all try to cave in when we listen to these tribalists, these tribal bigots, divisionists, Liberia will never go forward. Some people got to just speak up. Some people got to stand. Some people just got to erect their points. Some people got to be there to say no. And that's exactly what we do. We care less about how you feel about it. We care less about how you want to insult us, disrespect us. That's why I've decided not to block any of these people. Some of them, they know the truth. Believe me. But they are guided by sycophantic tendency. They are guided by hypocrisy. They are guided by their loyalty to their masters. So they are guided by tribalism and sectionalism. They know the truth. They know who is capable. They know who is not able. They know who is not capable. But they cannot stomach the fact that they are doing the right thing. So they will do anything and everything, even at their own detriment, to defend their masters. Some of the people, the little one you can see they're writing here, insulting, oh, you lie, you this, you that. No, it doesn't bother me. Those are nothing. Their master they can watch and they can listen and they can take note. Believe me, their masters can watch and take note and sometimes take recommendations. Some of them they are sent here purposely for that, cause distraction. But they are the messengers. We don't want to remove all of them. Let's keep them here. Give them the message. Let them take it to their masters. So they will change their behavior. Like one caller said, SKTV contributed immensely in destroying George Weah government because they would never listen. They never listened. They were engaged in corruption. We shine light on every happening in George Weah government for the 6 years they were in power. Unity Party benefited from that because we informed the Liberian people of the inaptitude and incompetence of George Weah government throughout. And Joseph Boakai is a beneficiary to that. The fight we fought for the rule of law, for respect of the rule of law. We fought against corruption. But everything we fought for, everything we fought against, Joseph Boakai even doing the worst, whether it's nepotism, whether it's corruption, whether it's lies and deception, whether it's taking Liberian people for a joke, lack of security in the country, not knowing what he's doing. George Weah will call all the names. George Weah was, inept, was incompetent, was a fraud, was corrupt. But Joseph Boakai now beating his time. Joseph Boakai is doing worse than George Weah. In fact, it is a conventional wisdom that Joseph Boakai performed poorly than George Weah. George Weah did better than Joseph Boakai in their first 3 months. So if George Weah will call all the names in the word, how do you describe Joseph Boakai and his government? I'll see you tomorrow. I want to thank all of you for being here. And I can assure you, for every time somebody lie, for every time somebody engage in deception, trust me, we will call them out. And that's what we do. Like us, hate us, that's who we are. And we shall remain that way. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, good night.